Ladies and gentlemen, I talked a lot about how the American society is slowly and gradually collapsing around us, and for some odd reason, some people just can't seem to figure out why. And if you go on X, well, the prime suspect is Muslim. The prime suspect is Iran. The prime suspect is terrorists. And now, with the recent news, the prime suspect are sleeper cells that are roaming in the United States now. I am here to tell you that these are all excuses to tell you, to put your focus somewhere else, for you not to be really focused on where your tax money is really going. And well, I got good news for you. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you where your tax money is going. Okay?
These are all the military bases the United States has around the world. You know, no other country has this. Just the United States has this. Nobody else does this. China, Russia, they don't have bases all over the world. Who does? We do, because that's how capitalism ends up. You have to use a gun to keep it going, and you have to become fascist. And this is why our country is going down the shitter, and we're ending like all great empires end. We're overextending militarily while we won't take care of our own people at home. That's where your money's going, because your government is 100% corrupt. Not regular corrupt. It's 100% corrupt. This is called corruption. Do you see this? Do you know what this is called? This is called $1 trillion a year in corruption, because that's all this is. These people are there, these military bases are there to make sure American corporations can extract natural resources from these places. Look at all the bases we have outside of China. Look at this. Here comes South America, Central America. Look at that. Can you imagine if China had these many bases in South and Central America or anywhere?
Yeah, right.
Can you imagine if China had all these bases in the Middle East? Imagine.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, now while he was going through that map, where did you see the most amount of dots? Yeah, the Middle East, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? That's where your money is going, ladies and gentlemen. All those military bases, they need to be fed. All those military bases, they need gas. They need bullets. They need transport. That's where your money is going. To go protect the resources. So some of these places are for resources. Some of these places are to protect Israel. The majority is to protect Israel. Resources, they can take care of that easily. But the majority is to protect Israel. And that's where you'll see the most amount of dots. All right, let me go ahead and let me go back to this. So yeah, let me see if I can, no, I can't zoom into this. But yeah, you see that? Yeah, right over in this area. And look how clustered this little area is. Yeah, crazy, huh? So yeah, that's where I wanted to go ahead and show it to you. And on top of that, I went ahead and found myself a little, research that was done. Let me show you guys this. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Ain't this crazy? The London economic. So they went ahead and asked Americans what, pinpoint Iran on the map. They don't even know where it is. Out of all the people, and this is probably what? Jeez. If I was to estimate, probably like 5,000 perhaps or more. I'm just taking a wild guess here. Out of the 5,000, only 23% of the people guessed it right. People don't even know what Iran is. This is why I have no respect for people like Charlie Kirk. This is why I have no respect for people like Tim Pool. They want to act like they're political commentators. They want to act like they give you the right information. And if that was the case, out of all the people that they asked, this number shouldn't be 23. It should be higher. It should be higher. Why do I say that? Because people need to know where the money's going. People need to know that why did we go to war? People need to know where we went to war. When the Ukrainian war started, they couldn't even pinpoint where Ukraine was. But every single time the president gets on a podium and says we need to go to war with this country, for some reason, some people are just in full support. Now we're starting to see a major shift. Now we're starting to see that people are not interested in war in the Middle East anymore. The Zionist grip on the American people is finally coming loose. Although this is a good sign, this is a major bad sign. Bad sign. Why do I say that? Because of the Samson option. Yeah. See, once Israel starts to feel threatened, they're going to resort to the Samson option. You don't want that. These sociopaths have nukes pointing at every major city. They are ready to set everybody off. These are the people that call themselves God's chosen people. Imagine that. God's chosen people. If what they're saying is true, do you really think God will want that? Do you really think that God will want them to acquire nukes? And once their existence become a problem, then they go ahead and just, wipe out the half of the world's population? Is that what God wants? I mean, seriously. And you got fanatics out there who are defending this ideology. They like to point finger at the Muslims, saying that these people are radical. These people are not with us. And yet, these are the same exact people who are defending Zionists. The same people who don't believe in God, by the way. A lot of Zionists don't even believe in God. But yet, what do they say? Oh, God promised us this land. Wait a minute. You telling me that these people's ideology and their genocide that they're causing in the Middle East is because God promised them this land? So it's going back to God, huh? You telling me these people who are genociding in the Middle East have nuclear bomb? And your main focus is Iran? They're the religious fanatic? They're the ones that's going to go ahead and end us all? Even though Iran has a fatwa. A fatwa is like a law that says that they're not allowed to have nuclear weapon. They're the problem. They're the one that we should be worried about. Not the people that have nuclear bomb that's using God as a justification to wipe out half of the population in Palestine. Well, more than half of the population now. We don't have to worry about them. We don't have to worry about the people who do not allow any nuclear inspection. We don't have to worry about the people who have the Samson option as a way of, taking themselves out and everybody else around them. No. Those people are fine. We need to worry about the people who don't have a nuclear bomb yet. Those are the ones that we need to worry about. Do you see the logic I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm saying here? Does that make sense to anybody? And so that's why people are wondering, why is it that, it's always Israel. Why is America so obsessed with Israel? Oh, I know why. Because for one, I have to go to work extremely hard, and then they take some tax out. And then that tax is given to these people, and they use that money to bomb innocent people. That's why I talk about these people. Because they're using my money to innocent my brother and sisters. They're using my money to corrupt the society that we are living in. Corn is something that they use as a weapon. Famous people they use as a weapon. In my previous video, I just talked about how they're now using influencers to talk bad about the people that's exposing their ideology. This is what they're doing with the money that I have earned. And guess what? I have every right to speak up about the genocide that they're causing, the damage that they're causing throughout the world, because I have a foot in this. They're using my money and your money. So you have a right to speak out. You have a right to stand up and say, nah, we can allow this. If it was their money, if they were making this money on their own, I'm not saying it's okay, but maybe the heat wouldn't be as bad as it is now. But the only reason people like me and everybody else out there is talking about it is simply because they are using our money to cause such damage throughout the world. And the majority of these people don't even know where Iran is. And I can guarantee you, they don't even know where Israel is either. This is why I choose to talk about this. Because of numbers like these. I want to be a part of those people who increases these numbers, so that way people can pinpoint the location where the money is going. So that way people can pinpoint the location where the bombs is going to be dropped next. But you get the idea. I've ranted on and on. I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here, but I just want to go ahead and let you guys know. This is only the beginning. Later.